the pistol round narrative.
Okay, G2 on defense, NRG on attack. Dude, so far, it's been great on the pistols. It's been 2-2. 1-1 every map.
21-19. Yeah, we got to keep hitting. Nailed it. Every single time.
Wall, flash to fight, to flood. React over towards middle, maybe?
9 rounds in a row after being down 7-2, and Josh called a timeout. Perhaps G2 fans are hoping that won't be required. It is an open B site, though. Nobody is home.
And G2 fans would have also been hoping that NRG went through mid into the 4-player stack that were ready to fight them, but that is not the case. Looks like G2 want to pivot into a fast little play into this B side, perhaps. No, just Valen kind of prodding, seeing if he couldn't get just one headshot, find an advantage.
Holy.
Caught, though, just a little bit too far out there and bogged down by the damage that came in.
NRG so aware of the flank pressure coming in. It's 2 players, matter of fact, from G2.
Virtually every angle's covered here. The G2 are going to be walking into a series of layered crossfires. Jaw hoping to try and break that, and some crosshair placement, but it's not to be. No, they are going to get rinsed here.
Yeah, G2 just waiting to get in position there, so Trent could throw his haunt. That was really the one piece of util they had to try to get back in against these crossfires, but that is not going to be nearly enough. Down a player, and that's key. And it was balanced.
He dropped the quarter.
That's
okay,
that's
3-2 on the pistols.
That's a classic.
Dude, it was Ethan doing this all the time, right? Was it last year on Ascent as well? I remember him doing this peak a fair amount before.
Changes when you look down in some other games.
A vintage TAC FPS kind of maneuver.
Not here, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Baby Bay has also played some of those other titles where your hitboxes change.
Dude, he instantly looked up to see their reactions on it.
Right. 1 round down. It was NRG walking into an open B site. Now, we'll see G2 buying absolutely nothing in particular.
Ethan makes a little bit of noise towards A main and see ya. He just gets out of there right away and has the info that G2 just went for the haunt re-clear as well.
Well, he's dead.
More than just a flesh wound there for Baby Bay. He is stunned up.
Yeah, he is completely fried. But, hey, going for a little bit
more
of
fast
play on the eco round. Risky position.
G2
I mean, maybe if Ethan was closer, he would have got it.
All of them basically, with the exception of Valen heading over to the B side, hoping that that's the hit. But NRG want to try and
question mark created over towards B. We'll see how long it takes them to re-clear it. It's an eco, so they should take a risk and jump spot at one point, but they know the Marshall's here, so.
Will be accosted there towards A main now. And NRG probably a little confused as to what the arrangement of G2 is. They're probably expected to have drawn players over towards the B side. They have. But they're not really sure what they're walking into here.
30 seconds left.
Also just want to add in that, by the way, this is just another moment where Kiko gets to add a new agent to the agents played in the last 60 days on VLR. Gets to pick up the Sentinel now, as well as the Duelist, and as well as the controller for this team in the playoff run.
Spike planted.
He is doing it all for this team and has really found his form in this stage.
Yeah, he looks a lot comfy.
Run it out here. I might not find anything at all.
That's nice, man. 2 armor rebuys
for NRG. Again, G2's defense sides have been under some immense scrutiny. Said they were able to spend 90 minutes, said Josh, looking at some of their issues. But it's a different team.
And that matchup yesterday on the defense side, things started getting good for them when they started to play for these flood retake situations, especially towards the A side, and then an aggressive round in mid as well. It was when you could tell there was a shift in the mentality where as soon as an opportunity presented itself, they were just jumping on the chance to fight together. That's how they ran that game back against Leviathan.
Okay, I like this though. Bit of fake pressure over towards A. They also hear that they're fighting it, so they can speed up over towards B.
Specifically were not really meeting the requirements.
Pretty sure he had the wall.
Here, aware, of course, of the standard shield wall location.
Yeah, it's nice.
He's able to draw it out.
Considering this deep info and all the sound they had, very late rotate. They took middle control at least.
Trying to rotate their down street in time. Mata kept at bay at least for a moment. Molly of his own teammate can't get in the back holes, and it gives Valen the opening, the opportunity.
Important moment to come forward there. Valen down to 19, but he's bought some space now for G2. And look at the rewrap here from Jaw. Clearly, sound not made. Kiko unaware
Kiko.
and can't do a damn thing about it.
Player
He
standing.
keeps his back turned as he's brought
Yeah,
down.
that's clean though.
Great hold from G2. They make
One
the
armory by
decision
one gun.
knowing that the hit is coming to get into anchoring positions. And that Molly is thrown
Yeah,
down
I mean,
from
this is
Kiko
the
to
main
get a
reason
player out of that
they're playing
tucked
Vice
right
at the
corner.
moment as well.
But
This is probably
it
the
kind
best
of provided
example
a window where
in terms of the
Valorant
delay.
wasn't getting
They weren't
pressure
even that fast on
and
the
a
rotate, and they still
high
managed to get
pace
numbers
from
in.
Mata, from Ethan being able to follow up. They're
I
stalled
would say
for
they
a
were
second.
actually
You
very
can
slow
feel
on the
kind of
rotate,
like
and they still
readying
managed to
his
get
aim,
numbers in.
getting ready for that swing out, and it allows just a little bit of opportunity for the rest of the team to get there too. So, you know, while that has a purpose, it also had a little bit of downside in that moment. And listen, we're talking about
Big
the
Baron.
Floods. Look at that from G2. They get right in there to fight with the Anchors. That's some lovely, lovely defensive play.
One of the rare times where they're not going to get a Phoenix off the fourth round though.
Quite a few times before down through connector.
Every team throws in one of these at a half.
Yeah.
You get your neon connector insert round.
Kiko's going to be stunned up here.
Oh,
Surely's going
man,
to
I
be
had
checked.
no
He
idea
thinks
it was
anyway.
inside it close.
Traded out
It's a good
ultimately by
fade
Joel,
either.
who finds two, but is
I had Trent as well in this
leading.
round.
And Mata, in the meantime, went down as well.
I feel like that's how the
All right.
I feel like that's how the mid-connected neon insert often goes.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. But when it works, magic. When they forget that you exist and you're in the spawn and you're shooting someone in the back like Jaw did, and literally the game yesterday, that happened with him. He got like the free flank kill over towards the B side.
I also like when teams are trying to sneak and cheat players down into that part of the map as well, just, you know, midway through the round. But NRG have this Killjoy util that can spot that kind of stuff out pretty well. Jaw is still at 10 health, of course. Have to go 2 for 1 in that trade in
30
earlier.
seconds left.
Frog knows.
Nah, man.
Spidey senses a tingling. Yep. His opposite number lurks across the map
Tried
with a
to-
knob of his own, but
tried to
outwork
out
is
Odin the
solo.
Odin
Jaw
King.
10 health!
Oh my
It's a crazy round from Jogama,
How
man.
does
I
he
will say
live?
Trent backs him up heavy here, though. It was a nice
Now that's the
little
moment that you
combo from them.
never take the Jaw over. That's Brock should be getting that 99 times out of
he
100.
is-
A random Odin spam into the
Fade
smoke,
it
and
and
it's
save
Brock,
them
and
a
he's 10
little
HP.
Sorry, bro, he's Neo.
Oh, come on, man.
Nice from G2, though.
Yeah, it's look at the
Fought
spam
so heavy here
front.
together.
Bro, he had an outline of himself drawn behind him.
Force him down to an eco.
Okay.
That's big from
Nice
G2.
moves, bro. Nice moves.
Again, I just like these decisions that they're making to go in for the art refight there.
Yep.
Still, just foot on the gas.
Did
dictating
Kiko
the
get
pace of
stunned
the
there?
game
Yeah.
On defense.
Actually, fair. Oh, there's a fair bit of
I'm
resting
pretty sure
eco
it's
here in
Ethan's one.
Connector. Kiko already down. Nova Pulse is definitely going to be enough to dissuade Mata away. And NRG can't really get in position to get good value out of these weapons. This is a bit brazen from Jaw, but he stops short of actually committing to Plaza.
Scuba lurk attempt just gets caught on B, and round should be as good as done. You look at the map, no matter where these NRG players are going, they're going to be either caught by some level of util or players ready to meet them. All of the footsteps now heard, so G2
Prowler
have
confirms
the
they're in
info.
front of the wall. Peek over
see a double
towards
up here,
door.
Trent's over.
Pivot 1 to spawn.
And Mata is alone there.
One enemy remaining.
Be Baby Bay waiting for this in mid-connector. Arcro's there, of course. Play off that.
Very,
and it's
very
a run
nice.
down.
Clean on this,
Okay.
get their money good.
G2
They're in
get
a
their
really good
flawless
spot
round
now. They got
here.
Phoenix as well.
After dropping that pistol early, the way they're refighting and being disruptive before these plants has been crucial.
Leg work on this round for G2.
Suppressing fire. Hot dog.
Crucial round. Crucial round coming up, though, as we've been waiting for some of these significant ultimates to get online, and that's the case for NRG. Both of their initiators have theirs. So
Actually, a lot of
that's
ults on
going
this.
to be pivotal later.
Change from
into
G2,
this
they want to go
round.
aggro. They don't want to sit back and get wrecked by these ults. 3 passing aggro
aggressive
on
block
B.
here for G2 on the B side. There's a lot of info to be gained here for the defenders.
How far do G2 want
Dude.
to test this? Now they can just insert
Pretty
Jaw.
sure the flash was
You
her.
spot someone out, little bit of
With
danger.
how they're
that's okay.
reacting.
Fast lane, just jump right on out of there and get away.
And conversely, they're giving plenty of ground on A because their Vice util is everywhere. They've also got the stall of the Astra setup.
And Ethan just got the info that the shear wall was there, so Mod is able to work his way over and bait it out, not without losing a hell of a lot of HP in the process.
Jaw
Great
might
pressure at
lose.
middle. Great pressure
Steal
here as well,
himself.
so they should know it's like a 2-1-2.
NRG splitting their forces. Now they've got to expect that someone could have just
This one could obviously
moved
be
up in
further,
here on
but
B side. Ethan can.
The problem right now is they
with the
create
Grand
no
Self
pressure on
clear
the
some of
sides
these
at all.
notorious spots.
And you can see with all this mid pressure into art, into street.
Oh,
my
that's
God,
bad from
Jaw is caught
Jogma.
before he can get out with the fast
Yeah, he's not
lane.
considering the angles.
G2 are in, I was going to say, they're just in these very passive positions towards spawn. They have to give up a lot of space. And with Jaw going down there, getting caught, this B site.
He's moving too much, but he can sit still.
It's just Trent that they have to deal with, but oh man, Valorant is trying to get in. Look at the util on the map.
Dude,
Oh, it's a
that
Tejo
is
moment
a
for sure.
crazy util dump.
No shield wall to slow NRG down whatsoever, but Valorant's going to come back in. And now up
He's
on the
going for
side,
more
he's
as well.
found two. No plant
Holy.
yet. And Valorant a third through the box. That is absurd. 9 times out of 10, this round goes horribly awry for G2. And the captain
What
has
has Valen
saved
done
it.
here?
Now, this is some
Has he just got-
vintage
has he just got 2 through smoke
Valen
at the beginning?
Astra performance right now. Out of all the Astras in the world, he's got to be the one that is going to provide you
Yeah, it
with
feels
the
kind of
most
criminal
kills.
to put him on Harbor.
numbers
He
on this
fragged
agent.
so heavy on Astra.
30 seconds left.
He is meticulous.
Charlie, I face one.
Oh my God, let's
Surgical.
go!
It's getting another round where the decision is being made from G2 to dig into the site. Trent, he goes and plays forward. He trusts that even facing down the barrel of an execute that's going to have the Tejo ultimate coming at him, tons of util density
Relay
with
ball,
the comp that
yeah.
NRG have. He plays forward in the smoke and trusts that his teammates are going to get there and they'll fight together and win it out. They play to that as the win con, and it works for them again. That has just been the story of this game, and that was the story of when they started to make that comeback happen
put a leaf
against
on the
Lev
Harbor.
yesterday. It really feels like the light bulb just went off
Just
on
put
this
a
map
leaf
for
on the
them when
Harbor.
we saw that game, and it's just carried over right into today.
And we said at the
Honestly?
time it takes an immense amount of trust for Trent to play that way. So exposed out on the site, but he carved a niche for Valen to play into. And now NRG, to be fair, a round where they were in such good shape on.
Not saying we'd
They
insta-fix
first
their
get the
breeze,
better
but
of Jaw, who's pushed up deep as a B insert, then they overwhelm Trent, and then it all falls apart.
Checking the situation.
How do they recover out
I
of
don't mind
this
it.
timeout? What is the move here from Bonkar? He's spoken a lot about how he feels like in Valorant there's a bunch of different ways to play the game. There's different perspectives, and multiple different perspectives and approaches to the game can work. It's just about everyone buying in. And this is a choice that they have made this year. Back to kickoff into Santiago, still to now feeling like, hey, double initiator, that is what can work for us. Is that going to be the case here against G2?
he's taking so much
right
damage,
side.
man. Gotta be careful with that.
I
Oh,
was afraid Brock was about to hit him with
Yeah,
the
I thought he was
Hunter's
too.
Fury for
Maybe
a
he's
second.
done good to stay
Valen
alive.
Still on the anchoring, finding success.
They're just
They
dying
did
to
great,
Mata
yeah.
somehow, miraculously, was able to get a kill.
Don't have the weaponry, don't have the HP, and they don't have the space on the
Man, I
site
feel like-
either.
I feel like
It's
Vice might
effortless
be
from G2.
like the
Effortless.
reason why
So
America's
much
teams are
G2 for
playing
such a nice
Vice. I
volley
feel
there
like
from Leaf as well,
Hall
caught
is
out
the
Kiko.
best map to show
Before
why they're
NRG
doing
really
it.
saw any of G2's players, they were down to 2.
Like other maps,
There's a
you don't
call
really
out of the
see it work
timeout
to this
to get in there with
extent.
ults
But like
from
here,
NRG
the Vice
on the
delay is
lower
just
buy,
crazy.
and they just get fully denied.
We've seen it with the wall, we've seen it with the Fawns.
Kiko, nowhere to go there.
Like he actually managed to get so much back
And this
up
is the
here.
beauty also of just playing with the Phoenix in your comp. You can just brawl so well. You're just dishing out the flashes when you're flooding back in. It feels like
Pangolin with the prime,
you are
appreciate
just
15 months.
flowing
Thank
with
you,
the game,
bro.
playing
Appreciate that.
Agent.
I will do, man.
Josh's
Thanks for
face
that.
when he realizes his game plan he drafted up is actually working. A little bit bemused, a lot bit happy. It's an insert towards A main for Mata for now.
G2 about to reach max money.
No push up, nothing super aggressive from G2 on this defense side. They're not trying to get a foothold in
Is this map
Plaza.
more
They're not trying to
attack-sided?
play up on B
It's a
either.
weird map, man. It should always be
Trusting Astra and Vice
defense-sided,
you
but
instead.
I think teams are...
Drone is down.
Well, should it always be defense-sided?
Got it.
You got 4
Absolutely
chokes,
got
so
it.
in theory you're weak, but it's such a
NRG,
long map
much like we've seen on
that if you get
Lotus, for
info on the
instance,
sides, you should be able to
Breeze
rotate.
a little bit
It's a
more
weird one. It might actually be an even
straightforward
map, to be honest with
dealing
you.
With the Vice, most of the time, BabyBay just has everything
Because the
on
4
one
chokes means
site
that you're
because of
weak
the nature of the
on
map's
defense,
layout, but
at least
still
in
more
multiple
similar to Brawl, where
positions.
you're dealing with the multiple
But
lanes,
then,
and it's
because
forcing
of
NRG
this,
to take a patient approach to the
this
game
makes
where
it
they have to
defense-sided.
Figure out where the util pieces are at and try to bait them out.
Fairness, that seems closer to NRG's style anyway. Lockdown being
I would say it's a
consumed by
defense-sided
Kiko.
map, man, but maybe because you have to play Sentis because it's double.
Sober to contend with on
Double
G2
choke.
side, so this is safer.
It's only defense-sided because it's Senti.
Okay. Backs up, still guarded now, going to be in play. Valen just blown to smithereens. Brock almost guaranteed for one rounds like this with the Oda, but time is ticking. Baby Bay, can he disrupt the spam? He's good!
Got melted, 6 HP. Keep an eye on that time. Keep an eye on that time. Holy man, they actually just spammed them off.
No chance for NRG to get a plant here.
Stupid, bro. So stupid.
It's this brawly nature of the G2
No one saw anyone in this round.
Just keep fighting with it, that they're finding advantages. It's the same situation playing out over and over.
That spot is broken. Man, I've always said hit with an Odin is crazy underrated.
But what happens after? G2, they hold back sight. They're in there fighting. The spam is ridiculous.
Come on! Brook cleared Secret at the start of the round. Like, I'm scared of that guy. It feels like whenever someone's holding Secret,
So
he knows how to take them
strong,
out there, but it's just picked up by Trent. Fast hit here though for NRG, already into Art, and this has caused G2 to split out towards main. This feels like the correct decision.
Yeah, they're fully retaining this A main control, so if NRG did commit to that site, they're going to be caught. They can't do it. They go right back to street, hoping that they've
With
drawn
no
enough attention,
B main
drawn some of
pressure,
the rotates,
gotta get through the
they're
small
going to
choke
be
against
just
the
working their
Vice.
way right into this
Luck.
Vice
Oh, okay, honestly, if Valen's doing that, then
Dangerous somehow to get off the line. Baby Bay with an op as well. Doesn't
Well,
have
it
to
gets a
worry
little
about
weird.
the B main push. But now this
Baby Bay's
lockdown is in an awkward spot. He will simply
tanking
need
this
to
no
leave
matter
the
what.
site.
Yeah, both him and Valen out of there.
You are divided.
Cosmic Divide also.
pretty good from G2,
Gonna
man.
be committed by Scuba.
Yep, and this is a situation where NRG have to fight
Dude,
really
they
close.
all
There
end
could
on
be a
their
cosmic
eco, though.
divide from Valen, and they need to fight in front of it. But because they do, they're susceptible to getting
Nightfall?
Nightfall. Just so many players. It's 4
1,
of them
2,
caught.
3,
Yeah,
4.
perfect scenario here for G2. The Nightfall catch is good. The decay is going to
Low
work.
HPs, just pushing through their own
And pay
wall.
dividends. As Valen simply burns 3
Did they
down
all
in
end on
Mata.
the eco? It's done, by the way.
Wrong weapon for the job. Will have to slowly amble his way down into a situation he knows is, well, as the kids say, cooked.
That is G2 just putting NRG in an unwinnable situation. Which, hey, again, it's like, which do you choose? It's kind of like the Reckoning High Tide conundrum on Breeze. It's like, all right, well, if you play back, there's an Astral Wall, so you need to fight forward. If you fight forward, you're getting hit by a Nightfall. Also, in that situation, they're Stingers, they don't have great weapons. They really only have one choice.
Nice kill, bro.
And it's, again, it's like in these close range fights, I'm going to favor the
Yeah, if they
team
didn't
that
win a
also
pistol,
has a
it
Phoenix that's just going to
would
be
be
running
like
in,
9-0 right
pop
now,
flashing
right?
around all the corners,
7-2.
brawling you close.
Yeah, I mean, again, you have the ability to refight into that space with the Phoenix when they're all decayed down, deafened. It feels like it's all too easy for G2.
Yeah,
And then NRG
and this is
feel
just it's a
pressure, they're trying to fight
recovery
forward. It's
timeout.
awkward, the wall is still
And
up.
it's
Valen
just
is
too far
just
gone, I would say.
collecting free kill after free kill.
Now, I'm not superstitious, but this is a reverse of G2's situation yesterday. They are now ahead 7-2, and their opponents are calling it time.
Opponents are calling it time. Wait, hold up.
I'm just saying. NRG.
Quick eco and chamber here.
We saw from G2 that would have picked
Does
themselves
it
back
fix
up,
their
win those
stuff?
9 rounds in a row and make it
Honestly,
pretty dominant in the end.
it might fix some of this stuff.
From NRG, it's
I
kind
do
of hard
feel
to see
like,
where the edges are supposed to originate from.
I don't know, I'm the
Jaw
biggest
has an
chamber
op, Trent
believer on
has
this
been
map.
working that Odin like a charm.
Would always run a chamber on this map. I think
NRG,
it's
their
so
attempts to
strong.
get in onto
The
A
device
flank,
does
they've
look
just been
good, though.
spammed down, trying to plant spike.
But I swear, most
They're
teams
trying to plant. They're not
most
able to get
teams
into
just
backside because
struggle
G2
so
are
much on this map
right
because
there
it's
fighting
so
every
hard to
single
create the
time.
B pressure.
What is the adaptation?
This
out
was
of
pretty
the
bad from
timeout? What's
NRG
the
though.
idea
Like
here from
this all-in round on your
Wildcard
eco, that's pretty
spending
rough
these
from them.
timeouts just to keep the team in the game and then trusting them later when he has to
I
go
don't
silent.
like the whole comp talk normally,
Oh,
but I
like it.
really
Look at
don't
this
like
extreme
NRG's
pass
comp.
control taken. But is there enough for G2 to
Yeah,
dissuade this A
you're
main
playing a
push?
comp
NRG
that
might
is
accelerate.
based
They
around
see a
after
chance
plant.
here. That sheer wall
And then
is the only
because
thing
you're
that
playing up
could
against a
really-
Vice, you can just never get into
Baby
sight.
Bay ready for that full delay. Mata is caught in the corner.
I
The
wonder what
volley,
he'd be.
oh my god, just
Who knows?
sidesteps him, but it'll run it back. Freeze kill of all time for Leaf.
He knew exactly where Marta was going to be. It was a process of elimination.
NRG, what would you like to do now? After using a ton of tools to get
Yeah, I
into
mean, they
that
all
site,
end.
take a main.
They got a
lost
recon,
the
they got a
player.
turret, they got a
No map
salvo.
control elsewhere. Needs to be
What?
a full reclear. Wow, that's one way to do it.
What?
You can just collapse Jaw on that angle. And suddenly the B site is
That was
looking
nuts.
a little bit open, but it is Valen who has just been the best
That's a
anchor
great
in
trade.
the server. 1 for 1. NRG will take it.
Dude, how did he
React
even
that, though.
do
Just
that?
Thought he might have had a timing, but in a 1v3,
Has he just watched him a little bit?
Probably a trade.
I'm pretty sure not.
Okay, so in the post plant here, there is an Armageddon at play for NRG. And they're going to play to it. Look at them pull off this side. The late rewrap towards B long could be an issue, but you can already see
I was going to say, if you're alting in the eco round, you're alting here.
Armageddon used a little bit early, but that is definitely going to delay.
Oh, that special delivery was pretty nice.
Where are you?
Yeah, Baby Bay is just fully isolated. And now it is Trent alone again. That's a ridiculous first kill, but Ethan is right there to clean it up.
The jump peaks of the Odin.
Around where we're seeing some good Taeho value. It's just NRG deciding to make this extremely quick pivot back street into B. Something that they go for a lot on this map. They do love to go for the really fast, heavy.
Oh, it wasn't too bad.
Numbers, like run
Just trying to separate one of their
B
early over towards heaven.
after the A pressure.
And G2 are especially reluctant.
Force
even
them
if
forward.
there's some noise made at the other side,
Delayed a little bit. They got space off of
They
it.
do not
Salvo
like
as well.
Ethan
They're gonna
ran
had
for
two
real. The
two
kill
times
with
where they
Jaw was
would isolate one.
really sick.
Ort's gonna push one if they're on heaven. Salvo's gonna push one into the open
only 2 left in the
afterwards.
Half. G2 rich enough, of course, that the Odin and Op are still going to be a
The
fixture
double
for
Odin.
Arsenal this round.
And using that
Oh man.
Taeho utility to try to get Mata right into connector. This time, the difference is Ethan follows it up with the spike, with the Odin. And this drone
This is a lot better from them though. But now they need to do stuff on the sides. Right?
So this time, though, there's no timing taken in towards connector. Baby Bay wants to play back after being revealed.
Wall is out of play for the defenders. I like that Jaws made this decision to get all of the space up towards B main, though. An important moment in the round will be the interaction between him and Brock if NRG do decide to go for this.
What are they trying to do? Make it look like a
split, which
fake?
it definitely seems like they're going to do after the noise cut.
Brock goes down here. The round's done.
Forced off the
I mean,
line.
round's
Oh, that's
done.
huge!
Round-winning kill from
Yeah,
Jaw.
it is.
Now NRG have to get into the site and worry about a bunch of different angles.
They've got to pivot. They've got to cancel here. The Razorfine duo from Baby Bay stopped them in their tracks.
Now back through connector. Trent is getting all of the audio cues playing in spawn.
Oh no, not the spam, surely not. Trent's in a bit of danger though. Mata wants to pressure him through the corner of the masonry. He's trying to find an edge. Staying alive, I think, is the most important part. That when Trent might be able to walk away, the line's covered. Valen and Leaf. That is beautifully picked up by the captain. And that'll do it. It's all on Mata now. The 1 versus 3 at 20 health. And a blaze wall in his way, which gives him more than just a tickle. This is cooked.
G2 are able to pivot their defender positions into the perfect
It's hard
spots throughout that
for
entire
Brock
round.
there.
Even at the end, when NRG are trying to
Because
get back
he
into
wants
the
to be a
A
little
side, G2 are
greedy,
fighting
but
them from main.
I
They
will
have
say
the
the
space
drone
there.
here,
Trent knows
like, there's no
exactly
difference
where they
between
are
a drone
playing.
here and a drone
In
here.
spawn
The only
goes
place
to
you don't
Flowers,
clear
and
is
then,
this
yeah,
angle,
Baby
but they
Bay
don't have a
lost that
team
dual
that's going to
scuba,
play
but
anyone
he's
at this
able to
angle
watch
anyway.
Trent's back. They
It
are
doesn't
just
matter.
in all of the right spots at
He
the
should
right
always
times.
just drone from close angle here. You don't gain anything.
The last moments there. Trent gets away with all this is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like a drone
Just that double
here
up from Valen and Leaf to get
is
into
going to
A
check
main.
all of this and all
Straight
down long.
call from the two of them.
A drone here
Just seals
is going to
off the
check
round,
2
no
additional
doubt.
angles that they shouldn't be playing
Last
anyway.
attempt for NRG,
Because they
and the
comp
buy
at
is
these angles,
not
the person's
ideal.
just wrecked.
Another pop. Oh, jeez. So much to look at there for Leaf, and Martin's going to bring it down with the Bucky of all things.
And like
Baby Bay was pushed
it's
up
just
into
so important
Arc.
creating
Now
the
keep that
pressure here
space
that
up
he has to
behind
do
the
it
arc rows
earlier.
After having taken a kill. There's also a reclear just now with the Prowler.
Still early days in the round, and NRG will slow down for a moment. The drone covers so much ground.
Baby Bay has a slim opportunity here to take his pound of flash, but Scuba at 28 is able to complete that kill. This is going to be G2 forced to rotate into an unmanned side.
But the smokes are going down, stunned towards secret. No one there. Can anyone? Okay, Ethan's good for getting the plant. No one is able to really get in the position for spam. We're seeing if Val could maybe get towards
A little
secret.
scary if Valen gets a kill
We are
here.
in full cringe mode. We've got 2 nano swarms up on the site.
This is where the comp from NRG can thrive, and it's a position they've never been allowed to be in.
Yeah,
G2
that's true.
always preempt
The comp
fight.
wins in this situation.
Ethan, imagine that Salvo might just rotate back up soon. Will he have a chance to use it though? Dangerous. George just wants this fight. Ethan and Brock are the ones that still
Holy,
stand.
still got a little
They've got
close on
time
this.
in at the
But,
right
I mean, it's a really good half from
Finally a
G2. They'll
chance
take
for
this
NRG
for
to
sure.
get the spike down and play out a post plant, which is where their comp thrives. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned there's the
They won
mollies
pistol
on
and
the
got
spike,
4 rounds.
There's grav wells, there's everything. Everybody can just spam, so that is when they're good to close out rounds, and G2 know that. And that is why they were happy to
They're not
fight
as,
him and kill them as fast as possible every single time that NRG tried to get into a site.
Someone doesn't seem too bothered by the result of that round.
These teams definitely have a
G2,
couple of
8
maps that they
rounds. 8
need
rounds
to look
to 4.
at.
That is exactly where they want to be after a disastrous defense side on
like they're
Pearl
not in the best
yesterday
positions they've
that they had
been
to
before.
recover from. We're going to see them go on the attack side right after this. It's tied in this best
Dude, the
of
more I
5
watch
series.
every other team, the
One
more I'm
apiece.
just like, who's meant to beat Paper Rex? They have to lose twice.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Like they have to lose twice. It's double LM. Who actually beats them twice? Themselves? Yeah, probably. The mouse map one? I can do it for next map. We got a next map confirmed. I appreciate the reminder, Brad. They only have to lose once and it can be the grand final. That's true. That is true. Dude, who's done this? This is advertisement in itself, man. This is next level advertisement. Chat, if you want to win this, there is a giveaway right now in the Twitch chat. Someone press the button, just exclamation mark enter. Make sure you go over towards Twitch to enter. If you're on YouTube right now, you got about 60 seconds remaining on this. The bunny over here. What are we doing? Shout out to whoever did the giveaway. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We've got about 30 seconds extra on this as well. Exclamation mark enter.
This time
A large ravioli with the prime as well. Thank you for the first 13 months.
They notch up 7
Prepared for London,
rounds
yeah.
in a row. It really feels like they've got the
Should be a good event, man. Should
on
be fun.
NRG so far.
Yeah, it really felt like all the learnings that they took from the game against Lev yesterday.
Again,
when they
shout
went
out to
down,
whoever did
style they were
the
playing
giveaway
then,
on this one.
And then when they brought it back and they were playing faster paced, really proactive with the team
Does it
fights,
end
all
before the
flooding,
pistol? Who
They
knows?
just bring that in today, and it works like a charm. I think
Whatever they're
especially
doing,
against NRG's comp, even more so you want to be doing that when you know if you're in a post-plant situation.
Maze as
you're
well.
dealing
Maze
with
X10 with the prime.
Mateo,
Appreciate the 11 months.
Util,
Thank you, thank you.
Mollies, all
Caitlin as well
kinds
with the
of
prime
stuff,
as well.
right?
Thank you for the 7 months, bro. I
G2
appreciate that.
playing this map
There.
to perfection
Come on.
so far. Dominant first half. Can they close it out though?
All that post-plant util they had to be worried about in the first half becomes stalled.
There we
util
go.
here in the second.
Marceline. Marceline
And that is also the
313.
important
Congrats.
So early into holes, but Scuba's able to
You
win the
won the
fight out and
slug.
take no damage
Mouse
doing
pad.
so. Good signs here for the defenders.
The attackers are divided there.
Make sure you
Resulted
click
in
on the
Jaw
button.
being isolated. Look at the speed on
You
this
can
flank
claim it.
from NRG.
Shout out to whoever did the
Yeah,
giveaway.
they're gonna think
That was
wiser
huge.
of committing to that too hard though, and it's just going to force G2 in this position where they need to go on a pretty big re-clear.
They have to re-clear everything.
They got to be scared of so many different
Couldn't
angles.
just rig
if
it
they
for
go
you. It doesn't
back.
work like that. Well, I was saying that. Death won yesterday. One of the
They
mods
still
won
have to do
yesterday,
it. They
so
got 50-odd seconds.
maybe we can only do one rigged one a day.
They know what they're up against on that B side. They dealt with the barrage of defensive util. You see, Ethan here is ready for this pivot. He could fall back behind that special delivery. Back to the site, maybe hold it alongside Marta. Yep, he's seen enough.
Yep, sends it out,
30
crosses
seconds
back
left.
to site, and now these two can play together. And it honestly looks like they want to try to hold, even though, yeah, they could play for a retake. Mata is entrenched in a
Oh,
main.
boy. Nice shot
Valen
there.
is none the wiser. That is super free kill.
Yep.
The nice little shot. And now Ethan
an eye on
he
that
just needs to
time.
live. He's just got to
10 seconds
wait
left.
for everyone else to show up, and then they go for the retake and trade things out.
Nothing to stop it.
Okay.
I'm looking at some of those HPs. This, Frenzy could clean this.
Gleef is playing this tight angle with the Frenzy. It's a decent amount of damage here being laid
I've
down
got
by
that.
Trent. Might have created an
Dude,
opportunity.
this Frenzy's
now.
scary, yeah.
Leaf for the kill actually gets an additional flash, and he gets the dink.
Okay, some damage.
6
but Trent,
bullets.
this is tough. He's got the ghost to
Ah,
work
dude, I
with
thought he was
now,
going to hit
and
the
the
first
swing
one.
is a
I actually
little
kind of thought he was
wide.
going to do that.
Nice syncopation there from
Could
NRG.
get close here. Double pistol. First map of a double pistol.
Another pistol. Crucial one in this Pearl map.
And there is that,
10 seconds
be it
left.
limited defensive utility because it's a pistol round, but they were still able to stall part of the team off, and Jaw gets isolated on that slide in. Great first kill from Scuba, and from there NRG are able to work just a nice, simple man advantage round. Trade things out, fight together.
Again, imagine they've converted really nicely on their anti-ecos over the course of this series. A couple unfortunate thrifties in that first map, but generally converting off the pistol into that second round.
Yeah,
has been
2-0 on the
tricky.
pistols.
Yeah,
If they
that
lose this
hasn't
map,
been an issue
they're
yet since that second half of Lotus,
they're
where it was a big issue. They lost 2 of them, but they've definitely
the best of that.
stabilized, at least in that regard, of the game. And to be fair, those weren't rounds against the 5 classics. Those were still like semi-buy, kind of light buy rounds they were losing to. Well, I mean, I say that, Baby Bay gets an opener.
oh my god,
Enough for Broad
getting
Game.
a little...
Every reason to exude confidence from that spot.
Holy.
The trade to be here.
And Jaw recovers the Guardian.
Got a
that curse
Prowler
this?
to kind of get out a little bit.
Pending.
Say it ain't so.
Oh, it's a
Trent
big
tried to
kill,
cross
man.
Marta.
That's such a
Oh,
big
that
kill.
is
I thought he was
pretty
going to
insane
Prowler to
timing.
try to get out.
Body shots Trent out of the round.
Oh
It's
my.
Balin. Marta's able to step up yet again. Low as he
He's in
is,
the pause,
he's got
though.
plenty
The
of help now.
1v3
The
pause.
numbers are more than a little on NRG's side. Joy hoping for something. Some kind of cue. Some reason to spam at that spike plant location. Good speculation. Scuba's picked up. That's going to be another tap, but Jaw has to expose himself now. Oh! The slide is nuts. Marta is low. One shot to Jaw. Both of them, in fact, barely clinging on to life. Marta tries to
Holy,
outbox and
that's
finds the
close,
connection.
man. He's got it. Dude, that was
And
a
he'll
nice
have
try.
enough time to stick
The
the
1v3s
defense.
in that area are just...
Insane from Jaw.
It's
The
always
slide,
doable
one
when someone's
tap.
in that pause.
Hey man, you can
I
still
like the
post
idea
clip,
of the
you just gotta cut it
slides.
out that way.
Just
It's
as the
the clip
smoke was
ends
going
there.
on, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no, just trust that he got the last one. It's all
Freeze
good.
frame, record crash, it's fine.
Smart move. I'm out of here.
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah, that was sick.
Credit to Mata though, he gets the 3K with the Marshall to save the round.
We got it, boys. We got it. Hey, we got it.
I think last map in the same situation, they flawless on that round, and then the economy had a nice boost. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, their
not
money's
real-
in the
not
bin,
really
but
the case with that to say,
they
actually.
needed it.
They just have nobody. So Jaw gets hell of a lot done, even in the round loss.
And now for G2, it's a pretty slow start, and the expectation is that NRG would push up into Plaza. Could be because it's just giving bonus. As a unit, NRG are trending across the map, maybe thinking about that art fight. They've got no info about Plaza until now. So this stealth drone seeing absolutely nothing should inform their movements. And maybe, yeah, make them consider getting some presence established back on B.
G2 have no willingness to play fast into this round. They don't want to walk into any kind of trap, just ensure that they can take things at their own G2 pace.
Dude, pass and fake over
Wide
towards
angles.
B, double
Sending this
smoke
fake
committed.
into B with the run it back, and you can see across the minimap that that has done the trick. It has drawn the attention of everyone from NRG.
Nice, you got the
Stand
info
down,
from
caught
Neil.
behind
Yeah,
pillar,
yeah, and they just walk into A.
NRG
30
will
seconds left.
pretty soon learn when the spike gets planted that
I like this. I wonder if this is
over on
playing
the
a
A
little
side,
bit of the
and
fact
this
of
was
last time
also fake
they
on B that also
played this
resulted
map
in them
as
getting
well.
kills 'cause
Wait,
they had better guns.
we just
Oh,
really
wow,
messed
Brock
up.
catches that timing.
They
That was
really
watching
messed
hard.
up. They got greedy
Unreal
with the
moment for
plant.
Brock
Now
there to
Spike's
emerge.
down.
This is going to buy so much time. Time for the rotates to come in, but one of them is caught already.
10
Scuba
seconds
down,
left.
back inside the defense side spawn.
Chalkmar's
Brock
belt
trying to
now.
get out there onto
Oh,
the
that
side. He
was
cannot stop
bold,
the
man.
plant this time.
They thought they owned it a little
Suffice to
more
say
than
the
they
plant
did.
Location has changed.
Yeah, was able to slip the net, exploit the one little mistake from G2 in that round to get the one kill, but
G2 are really
not
good at
enough.
asking each other where their gaps are. They do it all the time. Perhaps not in this round.
yeah, it definitely just felt like everyone was still occupied over on that B side. Someone wouldn't have been
This is pre-nuff Neon right
that
now. Yeah,
close that soon. Kiko just playing for the exits, able to get his first.
he rushed the shock
Goes into
darts.
a lockdown
Yeah,
mode.
I think. Well,
But
Yeah,
G2
he
back
did.
to winning ways, and hey, taking 3 rifles out of this round, pretty reasonable. Kiko a kill and a Vandal for his trouble. Safe from the blast now, as that lead though for G2 is going to be re-established. And here's the fake for Leaf. But honestly, I don't blame them for thinking it was the genuine article.
Yeah, even on a round like that, you're going up against NRG with a ton of util to throw at you, potentially some cringe weapons on a round like that as well. So G2, they want to ensure that they can win that out. They play that like it's a straight up gun round, you know, trying to go for an alt fake just to make sure that they lock things up.
3-round buffer established by G2. Winning that gun round, but they obviously have to go to Stingers for Valorant and Trent here.
A passive one right behind the thing.
Mid connector. It's tentative, less tentative than the previous round, but they certainly are taking their time.
So going to be a full accelerate from G2. The fast lane is expended. Haunt goes over the top towards
Dude,
B,
that's
and
a
John
nice
is in off the
round.
relay bolt.
And also the turret's dealt with now, so no crosshair breaking ability on this defense side setup. And Jaw,
Dude, this
Scuba
is a
doesn't realize, but he's
lovely round.
already
What the
into
hell was
halls.
that?
No one saw him cross that one-way
They
smoke
do
line
the
from skewer
they do the
Mark's vision.
fade eye here at the
Both
same
players
time as
being
they flash
forced
as
into
well.
back holes is a nightmare for
Bro,
NRG
this is a
trying to
lovely
anchor
split.
that
This is like one of
site.
the best B splits I've
Walls
seen on this
collapsing
map.
on them, and they are
Wall
just
goes across, they
hurried
fade
into
eye
a
in the
save.
corner
Round
here
is
as well, so if
done
you're in this
like
area not
that.
getting shot. Then
G2
Baby Bay can
get
come around the
into
corner.
street,
They're flashing as well if
standard
anyone's peeking over
alarm
towards
spot
elbow
there.
as they're running out.
You know, they go
Dude,
in,
that's a
they break
legit
it, and
strat.
then,
That was sick.
No, they just accelerate. They're not messing around at
Mate,
all.
NRG won double
Complete
pistol
pace change from
and
the
it's
last round,
10-6.
right? They go for
It's really rough.
trying to
Look,
work the
Truffles with
map,
the tier 1. Thanks so
selling
much for
a
the 12
fake
months, man.
when we run it
Thanks for the
back.
whole year.
Very next round, Valen calls the complete pace shift to just barrel through street into the split site, execute.
Yeah, it's kind of insane, right? The difference between the approach to the first gun round and this one.
Oh, that's
There we have
big
it.
as well,
Ooh,
man.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that is big.
NRG having all their weapons
full
stripped
eco
away.
pretty much coming
And
out.
we're getting to a
Dude,
critical
this was a
point in
lovely
the
round.
game.
It's probably the best
They
round
can't really
we've
buy
seen
here.
so far. Last
There
set
could
strat.
be one hero rifle from Ethan. That's about it.
One enemy remaining.
It's good play from the duelist. John and Leaf, they're able to just funnel everyone into back halls. They run them down at the same time. Don't know where to look.
The Fawn's backside. I mean, the Fawn's backside's
So far,
cool,
this
right?
Pearl
Because they
has
do the
looked
smoke
sublime.
here. And then the Fawn's backside is pretty much like a recon. Because if you're inside it, you're going to shoot the Fawns. No one's really just going to accept it. No one's going to not shoot the Fawns. Unless you've seen the strat before, maybe you don't shoot the Fawns.
Rifle and throws it to Kiko. So
That boy knows how to make it
Respect.
sing.
Oops.
Neither player there punished in the end. Jaw tries to slide in. The stopping power of Brock and a Sheriff should be studied. In fact, it should be well known at this point.
they get out the ult from Mata. They know where he's at, and that is enough reason for G2 to pump the brakes and wait for the
Yeah,
overdrive
and keep
to
an eye on
respond.
Baby
This
Base,
work
making
from
a lot of
Baby
space
Bay
on this
could
one.
really
It's a little weird
be a
though,
thorn in the
because
side.
on an eco you probably don't want to
Pretty
push
no
through
early
this hole,
detection
but
for NRG for this, and now they're basically re-clearing everything in the middle of the map. Look at how slowly they're moving up into art as a unit.
Yeah, Baby Bay heard one go towards Art. That was the Neon. He's about to find out that nobody is on site, and in fact, that means there's probably a lot of players in Art, and he gets the first one for free. Might get the second one for free as well. We'll see
let's
the
get
flash
flash on this
right.
as well.
Eventually going to be brought down. There is a backstab here, but Baby Bay never had to feel that because Scuba wasn't there on time. That's what I mentioned about those random walks down connector, right? They happen in some of these rounds. They get mixed in, and this is a tough map. There are so many lanes to cover. Sometimes someone just slips the net. That's a big round win for G2.
Nice, man.
Let's clean up.
Don't mind the
Balance still
fade
just
as well, because they're so
stat
close to so
padding.
many other ults that they don't really need to save the fade
That's
ult.
a nice little one-for-one trade towards A. They lose Jaw. Unfortunate, but they get that kill. Mata pops his ult. They just wait. At the same time, Baby Bay's working the map. They play into that, go back towards A and split the site. Just a lovely attack round from beginning to end. They make all the right decisions there.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, really clean stuff. This map in general has looked at
2 pistols
So
and 6
NRG,
is terror by
pretty
NRG.
quiet
Oh, it's
after
really
winning that
bad, yeah.
pistol. And the anti-eco to follow it. Brock now with an open
They,
hand at least and a Hunter's
They suffer
Fury
from the
in
EMEA
the back
issue
pocket.
of no deep info here,
Valen
and then on
aware
attack,
now that
no
NRG could
fake
be
pressure
pushing
on
the
B.
player up towards A main to have some deeper control in that part of the map when it has to deal with Ethan's drone all the way back there close to spawn.
They're like obsessed with middle.
Look at how minimal the util is for NRG.
If I'm going to be obsessed with entering this
from
map,
mid
it's
to
the
A.
2 signs.
So much of a concentrated
They're obsessed with
warfare.
middle.
Really want to funnel here. G2's sheer wall placement might indicate that they're happy to work this B side a little slower. Maybe draw this util out. But at some point they've been accelerating here. They're going to go for it. All of a sudden everything gets popped on them. Steel Garden here for G2. They want to get to the side nice and cleanly, but it's going to be tough. Hunter's Fury threatening the position of Jaw. He's going to move out in the open. Leaf also taken quite low. Jaw with the overdrive, though, is able to deal with Scuba. That's the only foothold NRG had on the B side. Down.
Scuba got hit by that Prowler, and then Jaw cooked him. Baby Bay is right there for the trade, being forced out on account of those missiles, but it doesn't even matter.
Dude, they got annihilated on this map.
He's alone, just trying to swing.
This is the most convincing map so far.
Brock forces to hold a passive line and hope he gets served up something. His patience is rewarded. There's no long B presence right now for G2, though, and well, off screen.
Leaf was just waiting with the flash out, and then he just walked out and killed him. I mean, yeah, that'll definitely get it done. I mean, NRG playing like
wins the Haven. Oh, they both got pretty good Haven.
Like standard setup.
You would imagine NRG's Havens looked a little better, but
you get all your mollies towards main.
G2 still play the Phoenix chamber stuff.
Even though all that util was there, it just doesn't matter. They just get run over by this double duelist brawl-heavy comp. And honestly, I think at this point, you are questioning, should NRG, at this point in Stage 1, still be coming into a Pearl game running this comp when all of the evidence has shown to the contrary? And they have a Phoenix that is putting up the best Phoenix numbers in the league, both group stage and the playoffs, no matter what they get in that.
Ui, nice shot. Now Phoenix on in at least a couple of these.
That's going to be Leaf going down early.
It's so much better from NRG.
They've beaten in this stage on this map.
Like, I would much rather they do this on the Science than just leave the Science.
Yeah,
13-9.
They are headed towards being 1-3 on this map, and they first picked it 3 times. They don't pick it here, and I think that's because G2 understand that despite NRG's confidence on this map earlier in the stage, if they made no changes, they are vulnerable, and they have exposed those vulnerabilities by playing a high-tempo defensive game with
whoever wins Haven wins the best of 5.
I think we're just seeing some really excellent
yeah, that showed that G2 are going to lose the Ascent. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Their Ascent looked so
bad. Right sights at the right time. Might be around where NRG can shut things down, though.
Yeah. They attempted an ace split, but their spacing was just a little off.
Yeah, the Odin is there, and also helps when Kiko at the beginning of the round just gets the one-tap kill with the Guardian.
All right.
So they're not out of it just yet for as doomer as the the narration of that round was, but they still need 5 in a row, and if that's what it's going to take, tough roads ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with
as a coach, how much do you value winning out regionally here versus saving strats? I mean, no one's saving strats.
Yeah, it happens.
But
the push out of Art came a little earlier.
No one really rates winning regionally. I'll be honest, no one really. Well, I don't know. I think everyone's different in terms of what they want to achieve, but
with Haven and Ascent on
I don't think anyone cares that much.
Slow towards mid R. G2 right now getting up close street, and then they pop that util out. They need to force that Odin off of the angle. They want to make any headway.
They're cagey. They know that NRG have pushed up again.
Like, if you offered G2 all of the regional trophies you guys have won, let's say that they win this one as well, would they trade it for one Masters? They'd for sure trade it for one Masters.
Trent wins it. And now they got that A site under lock.
Run it back on top of everything. Leaf gets that with the kills and with that plant. He's just going to use it right away. If he can get another kill, great. Also, just going to delay a bit, cause some chaos for NRG.
Does an NRG side Cosmic Divide, though, to try and
Baby Bay just wins this, right?
Taken, denied that A main position. Ethan fighting through the masonry. Thinks about the wall bang here, but Valorant is going to get involved now. Ethan's got to act quickly. He does down Trent. Baby Bay rotating in late. Has the timing. And a backstab is good.
Way better on this map.
G2.
Yeah, one of the maps that NRG need to focus on for sure.
Yesterday, especially early on that Pearl map.
That was the biggest stomp so far.
It is a dominant showing.
It feels